Hello everyone, my name is Otavio and this is the Galilean Library, and today I'm here with the Unpopular Opinions book tag. I was tagged by Rachel over at Kalanadi, and if you guys for some weird reason have not checked her channel yet, do so right now. She's awesome and her videos are great, and I'm always anticipating her next video because I just love her channel. Rachel is amazing. Go and subscribe to her. Now this tag has been around for a while, I think, and a lot of people have done it. So before I start, I'm just gonna say, don't be mad if you disagree with my opinions. They're just opinions, everybody has them, and mine just happen to be different than yours, probably, likely. And there's nothing wrong with, you know, like hating a book that other people love, or vice versa. So if you don't want to hear those unpopular opinions, I suggest you skip this video and maybe watch the next one. But if you find unpopular opinions fun to see, then this is the video for you. Yay! Question number 1. A popular book or series that you didn't like. For this one I have 2 books actually, and one of them is like a beloved book that a lot of people really love. And another one is a recent release that people have been raving about. The new release is A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab, or Victoria Schwab, and a lot of people have been raving about this book. I was so excited to pick it up, but I just found it so underdeveloped, and at the time I was like, it's okay, I mean, it's fine. But the more I think about it, the more I don't like it, because I just feel it's a huge missed opportunity. Like, there's such a cool premise here, and it doesn't meet any of my expectations. I just thought it was flat and shallow and boring, really. Sorry. The next one is a science fiction satire classic that people love, and it's Cat's Cradle by Kurt Vonnegut. Yep, don't kill me, don't hate me, I just did not love it. I understand the humor, I understand why it's supposed to be funny, I understand the satire, I appreciate it because it's relevant and it's really interesting, but I just thought the humor was silly, I guess, and I just did not get why people love it so much. I mean, it's alright, but I don't know, I just did not love the humor, and I thought it was super silly, and I feel like I'm not getting something about it. Maybe like something's going way over my head, but I don't know, I just don't love it, and I don't know, I'm actually inclined to say I don't like it, but I did enjoy some parts of it. It wasn't like a complete disaster for me. I just don't really get the humor. Sorry. Yeah. Question number 2. A popular book or series that everyone seems to hate, but you love. And my answer for this is one that I've finished recently, that is Pines by Blake Crouch. This was a buddy read over at the BookTube Reading Buddies group on Goodreads, and I've read it with a bunch of people, and I think I was the only one who actually really enjoyed it. I ended up giving it like something, I think 4.2 stars. I'll talk more about it on my monthly wrap-up, but everyone else in the group really disliked it. Like, there were 1 stars, 2 stars, maybe some 3 stars flying around, but mostly 1 and 2 stars, so a lot of people did not enjoy it. I think for me personally, the reason why I really enjoyed it was because first, it was an audiobook for me, and that helped a lot, and second, I just didn't take it seriously. I was just like having fun, and it was a chore day when I listened to it, so I wasn't completely all the way like invested. I was just like, oh, this is fun. It's like a mystery thing, and I'm listening to it while cleaning the house, and I don't know, I just really enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I liked it. Question number 3. A love triangle in which the main character did not end up with the person you wanted them to, or an OTP that you don't like. So this is a hard question. I've talked about this in other videos, that I'm just not that big on romance in my novels. I just don't enjoy it as much as a lot of people do, but sometimes I do, and I can't really think of like a love triangle that I didn't like the end result, because I just hated all of the love triangles I've ever read, if that makes sense. So like whoever they ended up with, I would have hated it anyway, so yeah. Maybe that's my answer. Question number 4, a popular book genre that you hardly reach for. And for this one, it's pretty easy, and that is YA contemporary. I very, very, very rarely pick one of those books up. I think last year I read only one book that fits that genre, and I did not enjoy it that much. And that was Looking for Alaska by John Green. And I don't know, it's just, I don't find it interesting. Like, the teenage angst just is not my thing anymore. It was, you know, like maybe 6-7 years ago, but not anymore. And just the contemporary in general is not a genre that I tend to love. So mixing them both just makes for a bunch of books that don't interest me at all. Question number 5, a popular or beloved character that you don't like. So for this one, I've chosen Kelsier from the Mistborn series. And yeah, he is a very, very big fan favorite. People tend to really like him. I just could not stand him. I thought he was annoying, arrogant, and just no. I just really did not like him. I can't even remember exactly why, aside from the arrogance thing. But I don't know, I just didn't like him. Question number 6, a popular author that you can't seem to get into. And this is a question very, very closely tied to the genre that I hardly reach for, and the answer is John Green. Again, I read only one of his books, Looking for Alaska, but I don't know, they just don't interest me at all. I find his writing alright, and for the genre, he's probably one of the best around, but I just don't find myself interested in any of his books. Sorry. Question number 7, a popular book trope you are tired of seeing. For this one, I have 2 answers. The first one is the hero's journey, or the monomyth, and that is a character that usually is an orphan or lives in extreme poverty or some very, terrible situation during their childhood or early years. And suddenly they discover that they have extreme, incredible powers, that they are like the chosen one to fight this huge, big bad and, rid the world of evil. And, their journey through, like, from nothing to super powerful hero. That's been done so many times in fantasy that I'm kind of getting sick of it. It's an interesting trope. It's not completely devoid of originality, but I'm just getting tired of it. I've read so many books that fit that trope that it's just getting a little old. So that's one of the biggest reasons why I've been reading more science fiction lately, and yeah. And the other trope that I'm pretty sick of is antagonists without motives. So, like, the antagonist that is completely evil and bad for no reason. They're just, pure evil. And you can't even understand why they're doing what they're doing. Or it's, like, some reason beyond human understanding. That sort of thing really, gets to me. Because I enjoy antagonists that have motives that you can understand. I enjoy the characters that you hate, but you can, see where they're coming from. And this is why I think Ghibli movies are so great, because they always have that sort of antagonist. If you look at them, especially Princess Mononoke and Spirited Away, they have antagonists that you can relate to in a way, not completely, but you can at least understand why they're doing what they're doing. You can understand their motivations. That's the kind of antagonist that I think is great. And the huge evil dude or a huge evil queen with no other motivation other than to be evil is just so boring. Question number 8, a popular book series that you have no interest in reading. And this is an easy one, but I also have 2 answers. And those are the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas, because, I don't know, just doesn't really call to me. I've heard it's kind of derivative of other, YA books and other fantasy books, so I'm not that, interested in picking it up. And the other one is the Red Queen series by Victoria Aveyard. I've seen some good reviews for it, but mostly people keep saying that it's derivative, and that is something that really gets to me. If I hear a book is derivative of anything that's already popular or, you know, well established, I just shrug from it. I can't really, you know, like get into that. I don't even want to read it. Question number 9. The saying goes, the book is always better than the movie, but which movie or TV show you liked better than the book? And for this one, I'm going to pick The Mist by Stephen King, and the only reason for that is because of the ending. The movie, which is a really, really great movie, even though it's on the lower side of, you know, big budget, it's fantastic. And the reason why the movie is better than the book is the ending. I loved the ending, and the change was a welcome change. Really, really, really great movie, and I think it did a better job at creating that, you know, sense of desperation than the book did. So, yeah. So those are my unpopular opinions. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I am not going to tag anyone because I think a lot of people have already done this, but if you feel like doing it, if you find it fun, and you haven't done it already, go for it, and consider you tagged by me, because this is a fun tag to do, so yeah. If you want to see more, click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Ciao! You know? No.